And hello there. It's Friday, October 30th, 2015, and what time it is? Is it? It is. What is that, guys? It's game time. That's what time it is. It's our Halloween special. We have a packed house today. I'm excited. I'm your host, Ted Edwards, and this is the John and Ted's Excellent Gamecast, episode number 4. Yeah. John, what's up, man?
Whew. I don't think there's really anything too exciting, which for me is probably good.
You
but...
didn't match my level of excitement. Come on, this is Halloween week, and we have a full house, and another exciting. Yeah. So we're here with the Fro Yo Bros, the other two members of our nice JTAG crew. We're here with Mike Conrad. What's up, Mike?
Hello, hello.
We're here with Rob Conrad. What's going on, man?
What's up?
What's happening, fellas? Sorry, everybody listening. We are up a day late. Stuff happens, but you know what? We're still in your ear. And you're going to enjoy it, so have fun. What's been going on, everybody? So how you guys doing?
Good. Playing a lot of Halo 5.
Oh, man, just right into it. Halo 5, actually. Oh, shoot.
That's
Well, hey,
my life right now.
we have to go back because, as we know, Monday was a very special day for one of you two. Happy belated birthday, Mr. Robert Conrad.
Thank you very much.
21. Holy
That's
cow.
me. Yeah,
Getting old.
21 years young.
Do you remember?
Do you remember?
Huh? What?
Exactly. What birthday?
I got two smashed. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, well, there you go.
Say.
Well, hey, do you feel older? Do you feel more distinguished now that you can just
You know what? I just feel another day older, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's kind of cool to like walk into places and now I'm like, hey, I could totally buy that if I wanted to. But everyone's like, oh, how does it feel to like, oh, you can get alcohol? It's like you can get alcohol no matter what age. Like just now. Now you have to buy it, you know.
Now you have to pay for it.
Yeah, and everyone looks at you. You're the guy, yeah.
Yeah, that's
so.
Well, congratulations on making it to a milestone. It's all downhill from here. John and I can tell you that for sure. Yeah, so you'll be walking around, bones are gonna start creaking. I mean, you might as well just start digging your grave right now, dude.
Oh yeah, I was already planning on it.
Right on. Well, what have you guys been up to this week? Anything exciting besides the birthday festivities?
Well, I guess you could say I got a promotion at my new job. Well, not new job, old job. Got a new position.
Oh, yeah. Really? Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So everyone knows you guys are the Fro Yo Bros. See, oh, look at that big old rhyme I did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So these two awesome gentlemen with us today they help make our podcast run smooth. We have Mike is our production assistant, and he helps with all the content and stuff. And we have Rob, who's the audio guy, and makes this beautiful sound in your ears. So, yeah, but they work at a local frozen yogurt shop that I frequent almost daily, and we became good friends, and the rest is history. Now we have a great podcast, and so
that's how it goes.
That is how it goes, and so we're just gonna get into it. And like I said, you jumped the gun, Mike. Come on, easy, bro. We'll talk about Halo 5 because it's out and it's cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah, let's talk about it. What
He's playing it right now.
Yeah. What? You guys are talking? I'm just been talking to myself playing Halo.
For sure.
What?
So where are you at in Halo right now?
Well, I haven't started the campaign. I've just been playing a lot of multiplayer.
Oh, you're one of
probably
those
makes
guys.
me the most angry I've ever been playing video games.
Well, as you know, because you're a young cat, and people in Halo are absolutely merciless. They are so good, and they can line up headshots from miles away. And so that's one thing you have to learn, with the with the Halo people, because the game is it's older than you are. so there's people who've been
played
playing.
Halo 1. Come on.
Yeah, were you 4?
Probably could still beat you.
Yeah.
Combat Evolved. I remember that game.
Yeah.
Dad got us an Xbox. Remember, Mike? Yes, for Christmas.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, it was back in the day. I remember we used to see before this whole internet thing. We used to string 3 or 4 Xboxes together and play split screen with 16 people.
Screen cheaters, man.
Yep. No. Yeah. We'd have 4. No, we'd have teams of 4 on each thing and have 3 Xboxes connected, and it was crazy. They're in like basketball camp and stuff. That's what we used to do before that whole this internet. All your kids don't know that stuff, but
teen screen.
We got it easy, thank God.
Yeah. No, but I've heard good things about it. I heard it looks good. Heard it plays well. I haven't heard much about the multiplayer, so it's actually kind of good that you have messed around with that.
Only done that, yeah.
Right. But besides that fact, how is that going?
Well, they made it so after 10 games of playing like any like game mode, you get a rank. So you get ranked, and then you play people your rank, which makes it like competitive whether you want it or not.
Yep.
Which is good and bad. And also Forge hasn't been put in the game yet.
Oh yeah.
So
that comes out in like December.
Yeah, I heard they're gonna release modes later, like the crazy modes that normally Halo has some pretty crazy multiplayer modes, but they didn't add those yet. So yeah, that's coming out soon.
Hopefully it gets better, and it probably will.
Yeah, they're kind of ranking that kind of thing is like, I don't know if you guys played StarCraft 2. I'm a hardcore StarCraft fan, and I can't wait till the 10th for Fallout and all these games.
Oh, man.
Call of Duty. And StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void is coming out. But StarCraft does the same thing. So when you go into the league, you play your first 5 like pre-matches, and then it ranks you on a league, whatever, bronze, gold, diamond, wherever you're at. So, so it's kind of the same thing in that, right? What did you get ranked?
Me, I'm Platinum 1, I think.
Oh, see, okay.
Yeah,
no wonder you're
bad.
frustrated.
Yeah, it's just like I'm shooting at one guy, he's about to die, some guy assassinates me from behind.
Mm-hmm.
Then I want to kill myself. Well, not kill myself.
Right, exactly.
Kill everyone but me.
Right, exactly. I heard the card system's kind of weird in there, so it's like kind of randomized. So like you can never know, like if let's say you want a Warthog or a Banshee or whatever, you never know when you're going to get it next, and people can kind of like hoard their cards because their team's not doing well, so they won't pop their cards because they don't want to use it. So I heard this weird dynamic. Have you run into that yet?
Rex, yeah. I don't like using like any of my vehicles or anything like that. It's just, I don't know, you save it for a rainy day, and then the rainy day never comes. So
I was playing the other day. It was just me and Mike, and I was trying to figure it out on all the rec cards and stuff. I mean, as far as like loadouts, like I like how you have to work, and there's like it's a time based kind of like, okay, now you get to use your level 2 kind of weapons, shotgun and stuff like that. But vehicles, they should have just left on the field.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I was just like, oh.
I heard you can still steal them from somebody. You can just kill them and hopefully grab them. But it's still, you got to pop a card or everyone's hoarding it. And I heard that the progression that you said is kind of nice, almost like a MOBA. The late game stuff gets a little more intense. But they really got to figure out that system and kind of make it better, I guess. But
just leave the vehicles on the field.
For sure. Well, hey, when you get in the campaign, I heard the campaign is decent, but they're setting it up for Halo 6 just right off the bat. So,
oh, man.
Yeah, so that's just
they're going for it.
Spoilers, but so that's good. What else you guys been playing?
I just started Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Yeah.
So I just downloaded that. I didn't get very far. I was just playing the intro. I've been working and recording and stuff. But as far as like, it's so much more fluid than the other games.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just right off the bat, and it's got a different look. It's not so much of like kind of like a white kind of crystallized kind of look or whatever.
Right.
How it's always bright. This one's a little more darker. It's kind of more gritty kind of feel.
Right. It's in London though, so it has to have that feel. Well, hey, here's an email from someone, and good segue. So Jeffrey writes in. It's kind of funny actually. Assassin's Creed Syndicate is out. Been burned by Ubisoft too many times. Should I play it as a fan of the series in the early part of its life cycle? That is all. Thanks, Jeffrey.
That's a good email.
I've heard decent things about it. Should we play it? I mean, John, what do you think? Like, oh man, I've heard good things. You say it's a good-looking game and it plays better. I mean, obviously the last couple of iterations have been trash because I was a huge Assassin's Creed 2. I mean, I platinumed it 100%ed 2, platinumed Brotherhood and Revelations. Didn't 100% those two. 96%ed on Revelations and 94% on Brotherhood. So I mean, I killed those games. And then I got 3, played it for maybe 8 hours, and I just threw it in the garbage. I
Really? You didn't like 3?
No, I threw it in the trash. I literally threw the game in the trash.
Dude,
I was so mad at it.
That was my favorite because
no.
See the gameplay. Yeah, this is good. I'm glad we're talking about it. See the gameplay of that one, like it's a little more. It's heavy. It's very heavy.
Absolute
like it takes
trash.
a while. Yeah, but I like this story. I really like this story.
Conrad is a sissy. Connor or whatever his name is. Conrad. There you go. That was a Freudian slip right there. Yeah, he's a sissy. Like, it makes no sense. They dropped the whole Desmond story. The game was broken. The animations were lame. Again, as someone who played well over 100 hours, probably 200 hours, all 3 of those Assassin's Creed 2 games, and I played, a lot of number 1. At number 3, I haven't played a game 1 consistently since. And I played a little bit of Black Flag because it's cool with some ships and stuff. But no, 3 broke my spirit. And so I'm on the same lines as Jeffrey. But I'm hoping this one's good. And
I didn't like it. When it went into the kind of like the secondhand Assassin's Creeds, when it went into like Brotherhood and Revelations and stuff, that's when I kind of gave up because then it kind of turned into something else. Mm-hmm. Like Assassin's Creed 2 was the best one.
Oh, it's fantastic. It was the best one, obviously. Those ones are just extra iterations on it, and they added just more crap on the map, basically.
See, the thing about Assassin's Creed 3 is like the locations are okay. It's a lot of like open, kind of thing. There's not much to climb, but that's kind of like where they took it. It's really cool in that sense, but I like you gotta let me finish, Ted. You gotta let me finish. It's because it's not about you're an assassin, it's not about you're this guy. He's like the middleman. He's in between the battle between the Americans and the British people, and he's like in between it. There's no good guys because the Americans kill off all of the Native Americans, and you're that guy, and you just don't know who to trust, and you're not really an assassin. But it's just
a story like that is cool, but not in an Assassin's Creed game.
I know, but they've been doing the same thing over and over, and
right. Well, the recent iterations are terrible. Yeah, since then. Yeah, since like the 2 series with Ezio, ever since Ezio left, it's been not great. Black Flag was a good game, but it's not in my wheelhouse as far as an Assassin's Creed game goes.
Yeah, but that was a pirate game.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. It was a good game, but it's not in my wheel. It's just not like my thing for an Assassin's Creed game. So I'm I've always been skeptical now since, so I've just kind of turned away from the series, even though I loved it. And I actually just sent all my Assassin's Creed games to my godson. Actually, it was his birthday. He got a PS3 for his birthday. He's 8. And so I sent him all my Assassin's Creed games. I had another copy of 3 because I have the whole series, and so I sent him that, but I put a sticky note on it and says this one sucks.
No, you're setting them up. Let him make that choice.
No. I will clearly make that choice for him because I want to save him the angst and sadness of going through a game that doesn't work half the time, and the AI runs up a wall and shoots nothing, and it's just like you sit there and wait for there's 15 guys with muskets around you, and they just stand there, and you just Unity. Murder them.
That's Assassin's Creed Unity.
Right,
that's
right.
That one.
Well, Syndicate's a lot better then, yeah?
What was that, John?
I was going to say, I have a rabbit trail to go down.
Oh, do it.
So you mentioned, Ted, how I think you said you finished like 50% of the Assassin's Creed 3.
No, not even. Yeah, probably like 40. But yeah, I got 8 to 10 hours in.
This triggered my thought because I had this discussion with my son like a few weeks ago. Like, because, you can beat the game, but you can only finish 60% of the game or whatever, and you have to kind of go through and do all the little stuff, And he's like, yeah, I beat that game. And I was like, no, you didn't, man. Like, if you only finished it 60%, you didn't beat the game. You have to get 100%. He's like, yeah, but I beat all the levels. So what do you guys think? If you beat all the levels and stuff, do you consider yourself beating the game, or do you consider beating the game when you finished it 100%?
You beat the story. That's what you beat.
The story, yeah. I say, you conquer a game when you get the platinum trophy, and you've done all the side missions. Now, all the secret stuff, I don't think that's considered beating the game. That's just fun novelty stuff. So like in like Batman finding all 400 Riddler trophies, you're insane.
Oh,
if you do that,
God.
no. But if you do all the side missions, get all like the trophies, sure, you've done everything in the game, all the content. As far as secrets and stuff, that just requires like skill and like tedious going back. That's not really playing the game. So that's what I think. So, you know, like I did 100% Assassin's Creed 2 though. I found every single thing, and there's nothing else I can do. I just stand in the middle of the map and just like he sits there and is like, But no, in open world games, yeah, I think, right, guys, it's kind of hard. But you know, we're gonna 100% Fallout 4 soon, guys, right?
Oh, dude, I am gonna have no life for a few weeks at least. It's gonna be gone
for sure. No, again, Fallout's coming out though, and that's we're gonna do a live stream, and we're going to go 24 hours and see how far we can get.
Nice.
So
yeah, I'm getting that day off for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, that's a good transition to Fallout, because that comes out in like a week. No, 12
weeks.
Days. Yeah, 12
days.
days. Yeah, we're counting down the days.
Are they going to do a midnight sale of it?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I think so. I'm pretty sure GameStop's going to do. They always have stuff.
Well, you
like
can
that.
preload it on Steam, because I mean, Rob, are you going to get it on PS4 or are we going to get Xbox or
No,
PC?
I did Xbox. They kind of favorite like
They
Bethesda,
have been the marketing, yeah.
Yeah, Bethesda and Microsoft are like
Struck a
hand in
deal.
hand right now. And
For
so
sure.
I was like, I'll get Assassin's Creed for PlayStation 4 and I'll get Fallout 4 for Xbox.
Yeah,
and I
exactly.
digitally downloaded it, so I'll be able to play it a little earlier. So
Yeah, exactly.
That'll be fun.
You can preload the game, so yeah, preload it and we'll just jump on it. And yeah, so all you listeners out there, you got to watch the live stream, because we're gonna blow that game apart. Like, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So, man, you got Mike, you got the whole pre-order bonus. You got the Pip-Boy stuff. What did you get with it?
Oh man,
What did Mike get for the?
Mike, he literally has all the Fallout stuff. I mean, he got it's crazy. I mean, he got the Pip-Boy edition. I don't think he got the anthology one, but he got the Pip-Boy edition. He got the Fallout wired controller. He got the Fallout what is it? The loot crate, Fallout loot crate.
Nice.
Those sold out really fast.
Yeah.
He literally got everything, and he's super stoked about it. I'm stoked about it too, but he's gonna have the Pip-Boy and I'm not, so I'm crying.
That's all right though. No, it'll be fun though. I'm pumped for it. But yeah, man. So John, anything else this week that's been going on for you? He said it's kind of not that exciting, huh?
Yeah, nothing. Thankfully, nothing too exciting is going on. Sometimes exciting things aren't the best. So,
Right. Yeah. And like no kiddos with skin knees or anything.
yeah, no, thankfully, nothing like that. We got kids' Halloween costumes and stuff. So
It is. It's the Halloween episode. Everybody, we have to. Yeah. What are you guys going to be for Halloween? Yeah.
last year, my son. Well, this is a last minute thing. We found this shark costume.
Oh no.
We said he was Sharknado.
Left. Oh, nice. I was gonna say, is he left or right shark? So you could have done that one too.
Yeah.
For sure. That's Sharknado. That's funny. What is he gonna be this year?
I think he's got a pirate costume this time. So
Nice.
he's saying he's Jack Sparrow.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh.
That's good. Get some eyeshadow and just walk around weird, and he's
There
good.
you go.
Yeah, the stumbly walk. It's
Perfect. Rob, what are you gonna be for Halloween?
I got my jacket and my helmet for Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that's right. Hooked on a feeling. Oh,
Yeah, I got to play some music from my jacket or something.
Yeah,
Dance around.
just get like a tape recorder and like just have it walking around. That's awesome.
Just totally dated yourself a tape recorder.
Hey, I had a Walkman, and for sure, definitely.
Yeah, just get yourself an 8-track and
Hey,
dance around.
my parents had an 8-track
I don't
back
even
in
know
the
what
day.
tapes are, dude.
I know for sure. Yeah, I mean, tapes were cool. I had a lot of tapes. I had a Walkman. I had like the whole like what's the one, like the Home Alone, the talk recorder thing where you could like record and talk on it. And I used to
that's
record.
cool.
I think actually the funny
Those
thing
minis.
is. Yeah. My sister and I used to record like episodes of us like talking all the time and like funny commercials on this thing, and it's somewhere in storage. Like 8-year-old Ted with a little high squeaky voice just doing like Coca-Cola commercials with my sister. So, yeah, I'll have to bring those out one day. I'll put it on the podcast, and she'll call in and be really mad. But yeah, I think I had one year where I was actually Prince from.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll put it up on the site so you can look at it. It was actually pretty funny. I had the whole. I made the costume out of a purple like lace shirt. I had like a frilly lace ascot tail. I had my chick friend. She put eyeshadow on me. I had like a nice wig, and I had these crazy like boot shoes and these tight purple pants, and then glitter on my cheeks. And I found like a guitar, like a Guitar Hero guitar, and I put like a leopard print strap on it. Yeah. And then I had a basketball too. So it was like the Dave Chappelle one. So it was like game blouses. So
Did you have the little mustache?
Oh, yeah, well, I naturally I can do the little mustache on it. So I have that naturally, but it was funny though. I like that one. I was Mr. T one year too.
Hell yeah.
I actually shaved a mohawk into my head, and I just put a couple feather earrings in the ears and got some camo pants and like a jean jacket, and I was good.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yep, exactly. The good old A-Team. I used to love Mr. T. Actually, that's my favorite Rocky movie. Rocky 3.
Mr. T. Rock, was it 2 or 3?
3 Rocky. I know it's not the best one. The best one is Rocky 4. Period.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's my favorite too.
That's the best one, but my favorite is Rocky 3 because I love Mr. T growing up. Oh man, Mr. T was awesome. He's cool. Actually, my girlfriend used to go to a gym that he worked out with here in LA, and used to see him all the time. I was super jealous. I was like, "What?" I was like, "That's not fair. I want to meet Mr. T at the gym."
Slight tangent about Sylvester Stallone. I read this on someone posted this. Sylvester Stallone, wrote the script of Rocky, and he showed it to a few people, and they were interested, and some people were like, "Well, we'll give you $1,000 for it," and he's like, No, I want to star in it. And they're like, nah, no thanks. And so they passed him up on it, and he walked away, and he's like, no, I'm going to hang on to this. I want to star in it. And they called him back. They're like, all right, we'll give you $50,000. He's like, nope, I want to star in it. So this is like, back in 75 or something like that. And finally they're like, all right, we'll give you like $175,000. And you can walk away from it. He's like, no, I want to star in it. So he took like $50,000, and they starred him in it. And his whole career took off from that.
Yep, the Italian
crazy.
stallion.
Pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
that is crazy. He stuck to his guns. Yeah.
Now he doesn't look so Italian.
Yeah.
That's what he looks like now.
How you doing? I mean, hey, I'm Rocky. Eh?
Nice.
Hey, Exactly. Subtitle. Hi, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I thought that was really cool that I saw. And he was like, practically broke and all that.
Yeah,
So
50 grand, that's nothing, man. But he blew up. I'm sure the other movies he got paid a little pretty penny.
Oh yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, his whole career though took off from that. So
yeah.
it was more of that than him getting the 50 grand.
Have you guys heard of a little movie called Rambo?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, guys, let's move on. How about we get into some news here? We got a lot of news stories popping up this week. There's
A lot of
some stuff
nudes.
happening. Games are out. It's that time of year, man. Whew. Yeah.
The nudes are here.
Nope, that's not true. But games are here.
News.
And the news is
Sorry.
here. So yeah, let's get into the first story. Have you guys heard about all the layoffs this year from Xbox? Xbox, I guess in the beginning of the year they reported like 7,500 layoffs. Now, granted, most of those were in their mobile division, but I don't know if these two are combined. They just did a layoff recently in the last week or so, 1,000 employees spread across a couple divisions. I know, right?
Oh, Lord.
And the architect of Xbox Live, Eric Neustadter, hope I'm saying that right, he left the company. And so it's not known that he got laid off or not, but he's the architect of Xbox Live, and he's done a lot of projects on it. I mean, he had the first Xbox Live account name and with the letter E. That's the first one ever, and that's his. Yeah.
August 13th.
Yeah, right. And he's, like I said, he's out of the company. I thought that was pretty interesting. I don't know what Xbox's new direction is. They kind of conceded to Sony, like, we're not really competing against them anymore, and maybe this is just another thing kind of phasing out. I'm not sure, but
Or they're going to take it in a completely different direction. He was like, I want no part of that. Bye.
Right, hey, that is true too. I mean, he was there. He's been with Microsoft for 18 years and Xbox Live for 14 and a half or so.
Damn.
Yeah, I know, right? And he created the Xbox Live. I mean, that's pretty cool. But he's kind of pieced out. All right, well, there you go. We all got to start somewhere, but and move on. Hopefully, best wishes to him. We'll see what happens with Microsoft as they go forward, because they are going a different direction. As I mean, everyone sees they've kind of shifted gears and
yeah, they're stepping up.
Yeah, they're stepping up, but they're actually shifting gears and they're doing something totally different. They're not directly competing with Sony. Like their numbers that come out every quarter, they're not like, oh, we're the biggest console sales or this. They don't report numbers anymore. They're like, and even Phil Spencer's like, hey, we're probably not going to catch PlayStation. Sony,
Yeah.
we're not gonna. It's not happening.
Yeah.
But so we just want to give our consumers and our customers the best experience, which is great.
It's a good thing. I feel like it's a good thing that they lost this time around, because now they're just like, okay, let's try stuff.
Right, exactly. Let's make
improve.
good. Yeah, let's make good stuff, because I've always been a Sony guy, but I've never been a Sony fanboy. Now, the reason why I gravitated to Sony is because I hated the Xbox controllers. But I love the games, and I like the UI, and I like the Xbox itself. If they have better controllers, I would have been on them. But I still play Xbox, and I still like Xbox. I think the fanboy crap is so dumb. So like you can like both, but like I think having Microsoft doing well and doing different things will push Sony, and that's just better for all gaming. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah, hey, count me in.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. So, moving on. Hey, we talked about Fallout. You got the digital copy, right?
Yeah, I got lucky.
Well, that's good. But if you bought the disc copy, the actual retail version, the discs don't come with the full game for PC. It's kind of weird. So, Bethesda said they have been doing that for years. Did you guys hear about that?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, really?
I did.
You did? Yeah. Like, kind of weird.
You have to download half of it from Steam and connect the account with an activation code and do all this
What?
crazy stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the
Yeah, I'm
point of having
lucky.
a disc?
My
I know. What's the
digital.
point of having a disc now? Then you know.
I mean, I guess it's good and bad. It's good because you don't want to have to wait to download the whole game at one time. I guess you can do half and then half, but at the same time, it's like, why even have the disc then?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I mean, I think it's a worse thing than a good thing, because you can just download it and play at midnight, and then you can get the little cool metal box with nothing in it later.
That would be me.
Yeah, I mean, they're not doing that for consoles, obviously, but this is for the
Yeah.
Steam and the PC version,
For
which
PC,
it's kind of crazy, though. Like, I just remember back in the day buying PC games, and, just buy the game, install it, and you play it. And like, there's no patches, there's no nothing. I mean, again, John, we're dating ourselves, but...
A patch? What?
Yeah, like,
the
internet?
held everything up for the game.
yeah, like, you download this, and then I could pirate discs like it was going on out of business.
Yeah.
Like, I did that all the time. Like, just copy my disc, just take the little key mapper, like, delete the little CD key off the thing, and then just copy them and give them to my friends. I mean, that's what we did. But, like, there was none of the Steam gating account stuff going on. What if you had, like, crap internet and you live in, like, Alaska?
If you have garbage internet, it's like, oh, great, I can start downloading the game at midnight and play it in 2 days.
Yeah. I mean, some of these downloads are 30 gigs. You know what I mean? Like, Halo 5 was like 50, right?
55, yeah.
Jeez.
Took about, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours.
I didn't even. Mine's already downloaded, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know when they start downloading.
Yeah, it took quite some time for me.
Wow.
I started like at, I don't know, like 8:30 and ended like the next morning.
Right. And we're lucky. We live in a big market. We live in LA. So, I mean, LA internet sucks, but it's still a market where they can still pump out, decent internet. But if you live somewhere in the boonies where nothing's there, or in another country, man, what are you going to do? So that's a pain. But
even here in the U.S., we're still ranked like, I don't know, 15th or 18th or whatever for like high speed internet. So
it's because we're so big. We have so many people who live off the grid now, like out in Kansas, out in there and stuff like that. But yeah, you're right, though.
With their sister or something. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, get their internet there thing.
Turn the antenna on that TV, or
where do the interwebs go?
The interwebs.
My interwebs.
I can't look at those little pictures on screens.
Hey, I'm drunk off this Fallout 4 beer. Yeah, that's a thing. Segue. Bam.
Boom. Done.
Beer.
Yeah, that. Did you hear about that? I thought that was awesome.
I did hear about that.
The UK company, I think it's like Carlsberg Brewing Company. They made Fallout beer. It's like It's a 4% beer. It's like, hey, Mike, earmuffs. Earmuffs. You're not 21. Earmuffs.
Oh, beer? What?
But
What's
Rob,
that?
you can like
beer now.
pump up. Yeah, Rob, you should be excited for this.
Dude, I'm gonna pound it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna do it.
what was that, John?
I said Rob can buy us beer now.
Yeah, yes. Rob, go to the store.
No.
Go online and order this case of beer that is $46 for a 12-pack, please.
Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey.
exactly.
Man, and it's only 4%.
4%.
yeah, piss water, right?
So basically,
I mean, I don't know anything about beer.
no.
What's that?
John and Ted's Excellent Game Cast does not condone underage drinking.
They're actually selling Nuka-Cola. Apparently, I saw a thing. They're going to sell Nuka-Cola at Target and stuff. Dude.
I was riding my
$50.
bike to the gym today, and there was a bus, and the whole side of the bus was a Pit Boy, and it said Fallout 4, and it said 11/10/2015, and I was like, yeah, thumbs up to you too, Pit Boy. And it's just, the marketing is everywhere.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so good.
I don't even think they need
They
it.
know.
But...
They're so confident. Oh, man, it's so good.
Well, it's going to be janky as all hell. It's a Bethesda game, but I like that. I love Bethesda games. Like, I played Skyrim. I have Skyrim on PC, and I have it on PS4, but I platinumed it on PS4. Like, I did all the mods and had fun with it on PC, but I played my majority on my couch and put 172 hours into Skyrim on PS3, but I didn't run into that whole crap. I mean, there was some... I used to always double save, so I didn't run into too many, like, of those... game-breaking glitches that ruined it. You have to go back like 30 hours.
I got lucky. I didn't run into.
Yeah, I mean, I
jump
ran into
into the rock thing.
a couple things happened, but like I saved often and I had a great experience. I mean, I played all of the expansions. I mean, totally platinum everything, but Bethesda, and I played Oblivion. I played Morrowind.
Morrowind, the priest that flies from the sky and lands on the book.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, so I mean, but Bethesda games are always janky, and even Fallout New Vegas, there's always some funny things going on. So there's going to be some glitches in here, but it's still going to be a great game. I'm excited. So
I've been watching so many interviews with the developers.
You gotta stop.
They're
don't do it.
I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to.
You got 12 days, bro.
12 days. I guess 11.
One of the guys said he spent 500 hours or over 400, something like that, and he still hasn't found everything. And I'm like, oh, God.
Gross.
I'm quitting my job.
Gross.
I'm just going to live stream 24/7.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, but Fallout. Sorry, bye. Video games.
Yeah, video games. Video games. Well... I mean, enough about Fallout right now because we're all getting too excited for it. So this is kind of cool. This will speak to John and I. So John and I, you can get excited for this. And maybe you guys played some games that are offline, but this is actually pretty big news. I thought this was awesome. So through the DMCA and the Library of Congress are actually amending some legal jargon as far as game preservation. So it's now legal for people to go in and mod games or abandonware that are no longer supported through online platforms. So let's say the server goes down and the company doesn't support the game anymore. People can now go in and mod the code of the game and set up their own servers and play the games now, and it's not illegal.
Fantastic.
Damn.
How awesome is that? Like, John, I know you're pumped about that. That's a cool thing.
Really cool. Do you know if the companies have to make the code available to download if it's been abandoned?
See, I don't know that thing because I think it would be more of along the lines of, hey, I have the end user agreement, licensing agreement of this copy, so I bought the copy so I can mod it, and change it because I want to do it so I can run my own server. I don't know if they are required to do that. That would be a huge thing to do. I think companies would be up in arms.
They have nothing to lose, especially if it's 25-year-old game or something or whatever.
Right. Even 10-year-old games are not supported online
just
anymore.
Keep it over the wall and give it to the community and let them do what they want.
But they're not going to do that. Companies are greedy. But yeah, I thought it was cool though. I mean, there's so many games that don't get supported anymore, and people run backyard servers that are just so messed up, and now this allows the opportunity to mod the code without having to go, do it a weird shady way.
Not worry about any repercussions.
Yeah, you can do it a little more openly, a little better. You don't have to hide your tracks, and so you can play games that aren't there anymore. I mean,
Medal of Honor.
Yeah, exactly. Play some old Quake, some Age of Empires 2 and 3, and all these
dude,
games. Yeah,
Warcraft 3.
Heck yeah.
That's kind of botted out now.
Right.
Huh?
Yeah, it's just bots just run crappy custom game servers that no one wants to play.
Exactly, but it's still a pretty cool thing because that means all those old games that aren't playing anymore, you can jump on them and it's legal. So, but the coolest thing about it is it's actually not just like a court order. They're actually going to amend the DMCA in the Library of Congress, which is awesome, I thought. So,
video games taking over.
Yes, that's right. Hey, the mainstream now, man. Got to get with the times, people. So, just so you guys know, if you guys are Wonder Woman fans, Superman dumped Wonder Woman this week.
Oh, damn.
I mean,
why?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's Wonder Woman. Come on. I mean, I'm the biggest Superman fan ever. I mean, you guys see me with my Superman shirt there half the time. I love Superman. He's my idol. But come on, dude. I guess I don't follow the comics very much. I'm going to be honest. I love Superman. The newer comics I don't follow. I'm actually sitting here next to my little Superman action figure staring at me. Hey, bud. But no, I guess they've been dating for like 3.5, 4 months now in the comics. Like, whoa. And then he's just like, you know what? I don't have time for this, Wonder Woman.
You're too confusing.
Yeah, she was like, "What do you mean? This isn't real?" It was like a total soap opera. I was laughing when I was reading the story and I read the comic, but I mean, come on.
It's not you, it's me.
Yeah, John, what's your best breakup excuse?
I probably still have girlfriends that that I haven't broken up with.
Oh, Superman, take notes from John, the Eternal player.
Yeah, just walk away and just throw a number away.
He can fly away. Just fly away. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. So just a quick one. I mean, I saw any Superman news I'm going to bring up because Superman is the man. So all you Batman kids out there, go suck an egg.
Looks like I'm going to go suck some eggs.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you egg sucker.
Yeah, so back to video games. So I think Mario Maker is probably the coolest thing ever. I'm going to get a Wii U probably here during the Christmas time just because of it. I played a lot of it at people's houses and at friends' places, and it's just awesome. And now they have a huge update coming out next week. Pretty awesome. You can do checkpoints and levels. Yes. So.
Oh,
that's cool.
That's a big deal in Mario.
Yeah.
You can't have Mario without checkpoints.
Well, especially with these crazy levels people are making. Like, and the community, I guess, is already trying to like make checkpoints with like weird mechanics, but
yeah,
I mean, it's pretty cool. Like there's a lot of cool things you could do in it now, and then one of the other cool things I guess was the context specific blocks. So at this point in the game in Mario Maker, so you remember Mario, John, how when you're little you jump and hit a block, you get a mushroom, and when you're big you get a fire flower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So but in Mario Maker, whatever you put in the block, because you're using their editor, it was just whatever you put in there. But now you can make context specific ones. So that's pretty sick. Cool. Yeah.
So it'll be able to know, okay, you're big, so I'll give you the flower instead
of yep. And that works across all the game skins too. So whatever one is, the new Super Mario Brothers 3, 2, 1, all of it, world. That's pretty cool. I thought so.
Get the tail instead of the raccoon thing instead of the flower.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I thought that was cool.
Have you guys played those Impossible Mario things online? Yeah, they're like, I think
I played a couple.
Maybe it's that one, but I know there's a few of them. But they're literally designed for you to like fail, and you got to try it. Yeah, I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, no, there's some crazy ones like the Giant Bombcast. Dan Riker and one of the Kotaku editors have been doing a war over the last 2 weeks of making the hardest Mario level. So Dan Riker spends 2 days. He gets 72 hours to make the hardest level. And I forgot what his name was. I just drew a blank. The Kotaku editor. He gets 72 hours to play it. And then the winner of each one has to donate to charity of the other person or the loser. So it's pretty cool though, but like they just make crazy hard levels that are impossible and like weird things to go underground and like take power blocks across the levels and jump around things.
Just to piss you off.
Oh yeah, so there's some crazy stuff. So Mario Maker is fantastic. It's fun. It's just it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
So we're gonna knock out these last couple stories because we have an interview to get to, guys. So real quick. We always touch on some virtual reality somehow, but virtual reality in the news. NBA and live sports debuted the first ever live sporting event virtual reality this week. It was the Golden State Warriors and the New Orleans Pelicans. They actually broadcast the game in virtual reality. So, wow. So you could look left, and you saw the left hoop, and look right, it was the right hoop, and look down, it was the court. So you can watch the game that way.
That's so cool.
Right? It was the Samsung VR set that you could do it with, because that's really the only one out now. But it's still, I was like, wow, it's coming soon, man.
Yeah.
Well, how did they project the game onto the VR?
That's what I'm wondering, because I think is that you're sitting on the sideline, so they want to make it like you're in the stands experience. So you can turn your head and see the game, and you can see what's going on. So, but the game is going on and live. So they must have had some camera, like multiple cameras at angles, the way they do it, or a big fisheye lens or something,
just in every angle,
or something like that. And they just had a way to overlay the picture so it made sense in the hardware. And I guess the easy thing was to do it. You can just hook the VR set and the Samsung VR that's out, and hook it up to your iPad or phone, and use the app to run it. I was like, wow, yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised the NBA was to jump on this first over like the NFL, because they seem a little more forward thinking.
Well,
usually,
the NFL is waiting for the Rift. That's who they partnered with. That's who they're all about. Like Facebook and NFL, they're buddy.
Because if NBA or NFL, NHL, MLB, whatever, they could totally, especially like for the teams and the stadiums, like. Let's say you're a huge, San Francisco Giants fan, but you live over here, on the East Coast, and you're not really going to catch a Giants game.
Yeah,
you could buy like a season pass. Like they could load up the field with all these cameras.
Oh yeah,
buy a season pass and then just watch like a VR version of the game. And have probably a better view of the game.
Yeah, well,
get tickets than you would at the stadium. So instead of only being able to fit 75,000 people in a stadium. Now you can sell it to 250,000 people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's
exactly.
nuts.
No, and they were
extra cash.
They were commenting. They're like, "Hey, the guy's like, this doesn't substitute the experience. You're not going to be able to smell the thing. Well, obviously not, but it's still a pretty cool thing. It's like you're there almost. So it's like,
exactly.
I mean, yeah, that's
no one's going to move. We're all going to turn into those Wall-E people.
Yeah, on Wall-E, exactly. In chairs.
Why leave the house?
I know, but I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, it's here. How long it's going to last? If we can, I think games are pretty cool with it, but I think VR is really starting to expand past the gaming industry now. It's so much different now. It's an experience.
All it's going to take is like the one entity to start using it, and for them to go all in on it.
Yep.
And then they'll just blow it up.
Well, the NFL's is about to, and they're going to be able to do it. It's a little tougher for them, but they already started the Skycam. Remember that 10 years ago? They had the Skycam.
Yeah.
So that thing is pretty awesome too, and that was like state of the art. But now all you got to do is
imagine a camera like every 5 yards on the sideline.
Right. Exactly. Well, I don't even think you do that. You can get special like super fisheye lenses that would just kind of do the whole experience at the same time. Yeah. You got like 4 or 5 360 lenses, and then just kind of like overlay the picture on it or something. Like there's so many ways you could do it, and then once they start getting helmet cams, it's over.
I know, put like GoPros inside the helmets.
Oh, and then you
can log into anyone's helmet.
Yep, and see what they hit. So this guy got a concussion. Let's see how it looked. Boom, ow.
Man.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think that was cool, but we'll see what happens with that. I mean, like getting that experience is going to be pretty interesting, because a lot of times, like I have a lot of friends who still play in the league and do a lot of things like that. Like, hey, you want to go to the game? And going to a game is great, but it's like, where's the ticket at? Oh, it's over there in the nosebleed. Or there. No, I think I'd rather watch it on my couch with a big old bag of Cheetos.
Yeah, exactly. Rather just play Fallout 4 and have to watch it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So but it'll be cool. So. Speaking of sports, PlayStation Plus Esports League has been announced. What?
Dun dun.
What? Now, video games are here, and esports are here. And speaking of esports, I had the opportunity recently to tour the ESL facility. I know one of the producers there, and it was pretty awesome. They're building a brand new state-of-the-art set, and the whole to house all the gamers and all these tournaments, and it's pretty sick. And they can put an audience of like 250 people inside of it. It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
But now PlayStation has launched their own esports league. I mean, they're launching it in Europe though to start. There's no plans or no comment on North America yet, but there's cash prizes for like Rocket League and all these games. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So it's
Rocket
like,
League.
you can join the esports league and play for cash if you're that good. So it's like, there's going to be no workforce. It's going to all be video game players.
Because of that, That's probably why they started in Europe first, to see how much they could push the envelope before they brought it over here.
Oh yeah, you got to have a test market for sure.
Yeah,
But I thought it was kind of crazy. So weird.
We're better than you, Europe. Just saying.
Weird.
Just had to throw that in there.
Yeah. I mean, just a little bit. So yeah, guys. Any other news you guys heard about? Are you good?
New news. I wouldn't say. I don't like reading, so I'd say no on that.
Right. Yeah, you're part of the YouTube generation. If it's not on visual YouTube, you don't know about it. Gotcha.
There's not even reading anymore.
Yeah, exactly. What
I would say 98% of people, we all just read the headlines now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Then we'll just assume whatever from the article.
Girl goes
Clickbait.
groceries.
Clickbait. That's all we want. Yeah, for sure. Well, I guess we're going to take a quick break, guys, and then we're going to get into your interview because, every episode we have to have an interview, and you guys are on the hot seat.
Hot seat.
Yeah, be ready. So, hey, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're back with Rob and Mike Conrad, the Fro Yo Bros. Hi, we're back. How you guys doing?
I'm doing great.
You guys go stretch your legs, go do a couple laps around the studio.
Couple
beer.
Yeah, John's doing push-ups in the corner over there with his kids on his back.
Yeah, Rob made a beer run, so
yeah, he's sweet.
Sorry.
Doing my chair spins.
Yeah, he went on to Amazon and got a bunch of the Fallout beer for us.
Fallout beers.
Thanks,
Ordered
appreciate it.
700 of them.
He got a Fallout keg.
Yes, irradiated beer,
shaped like a vault.
Mutant beer. All right, well, yeah. So we're here with the whole crew today. The whole John and Tag's Excellent Gamecast crew. We have, as usual, we have me, your host, and we have John, and now we have Mike and Rob. And they're our interviewees today, and we're going to get deep into their story, what they kind of do for the podcast, what it is they like, and kind of video games, their history. So our hot journalist. Wait, that sounded weird. Hot. John, you're so hot. Yeah. Well, our gotcha journalist, Jonathan Nadeau, is going to take it away. Without further ado, John, get him.
All right. So, Mike and Rob, obviously you guys like video games. What was the first video game you can recall playing, and what about it you were just like, oh yeah, I'm all in, I want to be playing games all the time?
If you say Assassin's Creed 4 because you guys are 3 years old, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, what are we, 10? No.
Black Ops 3, I think.
Oh my god.
You go, Mike, you go.
For me, I'd probably say either Warcraft 3 or Diablo 2.
Okay.
Either one of those two, because I'd see my older brother Tom, who's 27 now. He would just be playing it all the time, or playing PlayStation 1, and I'd just be like, I gotta play this. I gotta not do homework and just play this.
Yeah, we had this old computer. I mean, to you guys, it would be a brand new computer, but but it was like a 96 Dell, I think, or 90, something like that, and then we're running the game Outlaw on PC,
nice.
So I'd watch my cousin play it, my godfather, and Tom, my older brother, and they'd be playing it, and I'd just be watching, and they'd get so frustrated and pissed off that they couldn't find the shovel and digging under the thing. It was just it just got my attention. I don't know if that was the game that really turned my head, but I also do remember watching Tom play a lot of PlayStation 1 games, even Sega Dreamcast, Soul Reaver and stuff like that.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
And so yeah, I think Soul Reaver was the one that really got me into damn, these things are really cool. So yeah, that's where I stand.
That's funny. So it was more PC games at first then, huh?
Yeah. It was really what caught my eye. I think because PC kind of dominated. I mean, there was consoles were kind of in the shadow. But I mean, as far as I could tell, it probably could be a total different story to you guys. I mean, but yeah, so we kind of started on PlayStation 1 and Sega Dreamcast, and so that's where we started.
So you guys are starting on all the CD based systems.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, we even then, even
64
Yeah,
bit.
John, they never had to have. They bought a game that had
We
20
had-
install discs, like floppy
Right.
discs that
Oh,
we had
yeah.
to do.
Warcraft,
We had,
Warcraft vanilla.
Yep, we did that. I had that.
Uh-oh.
the
But
all
they
the
never had cartridges that they have to like blow into, and
Oh,
then
No,
yeah.
we had that.
Oh,
Yeah, I
the
didn't even mention
64.
that. We even had a Super Nintendo. We play,
Oh.
Yoshi's Island, stuff like
Nice.
that. But
Okay.
and
Yeah.
we had some old games, and then 64. I think 64 is the one that we played the most.
Yeah. Got that Mario Kart.
System, that was the most atrocious controller ever.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's hideous even till this day. Like I'm like, what the hell is this? It's
What
like
is this
3
controller?
bananas, and it's like, what the hell? And
Stick in the middle and then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You're all curved and weird. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, we played on the 64. I think it was like Mario 64. It was a lot like the first like 3D
Yeah, that's
third
everybody's,
person.
yeah.
It was huge, and we played the Star Wars game. I forgot what it was.
I think it
Rogue
was
something.
Rogue Squadron.
Rogue
yeah,
Squadron.
something like that.
yeah, I can't remember.
I could
It was
just look
one
in
of those.
I could look in my drawer and find it.
1080, the snowboarding game.
Oh
was
yeah,
a huge
1080s.
one.
Yeah, 1080s.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1080.
Yeah.
It was Star Wars: Shadows of the Empire.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah, for
yeah.
sure. Played that.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the one.
but yeah, before we get too much into what we played, that's kind of what we started on.
That's
So.
cool. Did now Mike, you
Yes.
you're younger than Rob. So
Mhm.
did Rob start kind of playing a little bit before you, or did you guys kind of? I know he's somewhat close in age, so
Yeah,
Did you-
only 2 years apart.
okay.
I mean, I'd say it's like about the same. Like when I was little, I guess I'd play, but I liked watching a lot more.
Mm.
I felt like that was a little more entertaining until I could actually do well and play a game and not die every 2 seconds or whatever.
See, Mike, when we played Nintendo 64 and like Mario Kart, he would try and cheat.
What?
He would do everything he can.
Screen
He was
cheater.
the kind of guy that would just look on your screen, even Halo and stuff like that.
What are you talking about?
He would do
So
whatever
true.
he could. And then-
Monopoly, even that.
yeah. Oh God, don't even get me started. But,
Easy wins. Easy.
Yeah, he got pretty intense. I'm not gonna lie.
I knew how to get under his skin, to say the least, I guess.
That's funny. So
Yeah.
that's funny though, like because so you said like you sort of liked watching even before you really started playing. It's
Yeah.
kind of funny to hear that because maybe that's like a generational thing because I can remember being younger and it's like if I was watching I'd be chomping at the bit being like, come on dude, give me the controller, man.
Yeah.
Like,
But that's the younger sibling like adage because there's a funny BuzzFeed like little listicle. I hate that term, but a little list from BuzzFeed that had it showed a picture of Luigi and it said, "If you know who this is, then you probably were a younger sibling." And so I laughed a lot because I was always player one. So like when we played Battletoads, I was always the green one. Alicia was the yellow one. I was always Mario. She was always Luigi. I was always Sonic. She was always Tails. It just always happened that way. And so she watched me play a lot. But we played like my sister doesn't play video games anymore. But when we were younger, like she was a video game-aholic with me. And so it was good to have someone. And we're only a year apart. Not even a year. We're 11 months apart. So
BIC.
yeah. So we had that bond, and so she watched a lot, and I know where you're going with that, John, with the whole generation thing, because kids today just watch Twitch all. They don't play games; they just watch games.
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube and Twitch. That's what you guys do with games. And like, there's this funny South Park episode about that. We talked about it in a previous episode about how kids today they just like to watch games. They don't play them, and it's weird. But I think as a younger sibling, maybe that's like what you do to start. Especially with someone who's older and can play, and before you have a chance to, maybe that's kind of my thing. But that's fun that you guys started together. Had that competitive thing.
I also think it's like there's a huge part of like games today are very cinematic. Like
it's a lot of
right.
there's
It was
it's
gameplay
like
back
a
in the
movie.
day.
Yeah, gameplay was like I mean now they're kind of losing gameplay and more movie like, but like The Last of Us is like a perfect moderation of both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like games these days are just like, oh, you just watch a movie. There's like so many cutscenes. What was that game that came out on PlayStation? The Order of
The Order. Yeah,
Order
that was like
1887
6-hour
or something.
game, and that was
it was all cutscenes or something like that. It was like 80%.
6 hours of gameplay. And you're done. Yeah.
Oh my god. So yeah, it's kind of like that, you know, and but it does have to have a lot to do with generation. Mike always liked watching me play and Tom play.
Yeah, no, that's just funny to hear someone say like, "Yeah, I used to like to watch," and it's like, wow.
Multiplayer is my forte.
Yeah,
if I could cheat and win, then
we'll get into that in a little bit. I have a couple emails about that. We'll get into that.
So Mike's motto is win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know what I always say too?
You ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Exactly. You know what? I agree because again, I'm an old athlete, as you guys know. Like played sports growing up and everything, and so you guys were athletes as well. And I always hate when people say cheaters never prosper. Well, if that was the case, then cheating wouldn't be it wouldn't be an issue. Because if cheaters never won, then people wouldn't make a big deal about it. Yeah, of course cheating works. Like, yes, it does. So cheat.
Yeah, Patriots.
Tom Brady.
Deflated footballs. What? Where?
What?
Well,
Chuck roll. What?
Think about banks. Like everyone's a cheater. Like they're all money hogs. Yeah, and
cheating in every way.
Yep, cheaters. Well, there you go. Now I know Mike's a cheater. All right, good to know.
What?
Good to know.
I didn't say that.
And so Rob, we also know, well, Ted and I know, the listeners are about to learn that you're also a musician too, right?
Yes, I am. I play drums. I play guitar, bass. Yep. No, I don't.
His last name is actually Henley.
Yeah, I'm Don Henley, the second. Yeah, I play guitar, play bass, a little bit of piano.
Nice.
I barely play trumpet, but I played tuba in high school for 7 years, or not high school for 7 years. I got held back for 3 years.
Well, good job.
No, you didn't play well though.
Since like 6th grade, yeah. But I've been playing drums since I was like 8. I play on my dad's stuff. My dad was a big musician, so
that's cool.
I just took after him.
What kind of drum set do you have?
I've got a few. I got one. I only got one of my own, and then my dad has like 6. So nice. He models his playing style mostly after John Bonham. And
nice.
Yeah, so like
Led Zeppelin look.
He's got like these big bass drum, 26 by 14, 18 floor tom.
Yeah.
And then just like really huge cymbals too. And then his excuse was that he's 6'5", so he got big drums to cover himself up.
There you go.
And so right now I'm playing like a vintage '67 Ludwig kit.
Nice.
A sky blue oyster pearl, like not exactly like Ringo, but it's the one that in Rolling Stones. That's
nice.
Yeah.
And so it looks very similar, but it's really classy looking and it sounds great. So
that's cool. So are you currently in a band?
Yeah, I'm in a few bands actually. One of them is a funk band. We call it. It's like space funk, as we call it.
That's cool.
The band's called Attic Empire. I don't want to do shameless self promotion right now, but
feel free.
But yeah, we've been playing for quite a while.
Too long
a bunch
for me.
Of shows. Too long for Mike because he gets to hear it every Sunday.
Every practice, every flat note the singer sings, everything.
Hey, there you go.
Shots fired.
Thanks. Shots fired. I mean, we all screw around in the rehearsal and drives Mike nuts,
All right,
but yeah, so that band's doing really good. We've been playing some, festivals lately, and we got some stuff up on YouTube and SoundCloud. And we just recorded an EP. I'm doing some demos right now.
Nice.
But the other band, Stereo Mother, is a little more contemporary rock. It's a little more modernized. It ranges from like softer, kind of more pretty tones of like Radiohead, kind of like mixture of kind of like, I don't know, just kind of experimental stuff. Then it goes into old school stuff, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, and then it goes to like Queens of the Stone Age. It's all over the place,
Wow. Okay.
It's really cool.
Now you play drums in both of those bands, then?
Yeah, I play drums in both of them, but we write collaboratively.
Okay.
So I write guitar parts, I write horn parts, I write all sorts of stuff. But I mean, lyrics aren't my thing.
You're more of a composer.
Yeah, I'm more of a just music, whatever comes
Yeah.
You know.
And so some people, well, probably most people don't know, but the song at the beginning of the podcast is your band, right?
Yeah. It was
There
actually
you
me in Kentucky. I don't think the rest of Stereo Mother knew that we were doing that. And like I called Kentucky over and I'm like, hey, let's make some video game music. And he's like, all right. And so so we threw some stuff together and it came out. It came out pretty good, and we're still messing with it and trying to make it sound cool. But yeah, we're digging it.
We
I hope
dig
you
it.
guys
We
like
dig
it
it too.
too.
Yeah, we definitely do. It's cool.
Into trying to get into producing music for video games. Have you?
Oh yeah. Oh, trust
yeah,
me, that's in the works, as you know, Mike and Rob. Yeah.
I'm really excited about it. I mean, earlier as soon as I got out of high school, I was like planning. I'm like, you know what? I want to do composing. Composing TV shows, movies, and even video games, because I love video game composing.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, and it just fascinates me. And so like I went to school. I went to PCC. I was learning. I was trying to get some credits up so I could transfer to CalArts and try and do some composing stuff. But I really hated the teachers.
Yeah.
Like it's just like they're like, do it by the book, do it by the book. But I taught myself how to play, and to go back and like take major steps back and learn was kind of tough. I mean, I got it, but since I didn't play it the right 5-finger way on the piano, like I'd fail the tests and like I'd get like C+ in the class or whatever, and I was just sick of it. I just wanted to perform and record and stuff. So that's
I saw an interview with I think Paul McCartney. I think it was on Jimmy Fallon, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool that he's doing that, because he did all the music for Destiny, and he was like. And Jimmy Fallon's like, well, what made you want to do that? I mean, that's really cool, but what made you want to do it? He's like, well, look, these video games are so big now. They're like making money like big box office movies and stuff. He's like, there's money to be made there. I'm like, wow, dude's ahead of his time. I was like,
yeah, dude, he's not thinking. He's like, no, I don't. Like you think he's like, oh, I love music. I love music so much. I wanted to get
where
into
that paper at.
No, he's thinking about money, even though he's one of the richest musicians alive.
Well, yes, and I think the good thing is whenever we have programmers on, and we're gonna actually have I have about 3 gaming music composers that are coming on that we'll be able to talk to. Rob, you'll have something good to talk to. But the good thing about John is that John is a good behind the scenes programmer. He does all that stuff. He understands development and the technical software, languages, all that stuff. But he also understands music. So he is a hardcore guitar player back in his day, and he was in bands himself. And actually, I'm gonna put you on the spot, John. Do you have that queued up?
I don't, and if I have to. I'd have to go to my talking computer and kind of make a.
Well, go ahead and say mute the mic or whatever you gotta do. Get that queued up, and then we have a little sample of John's death metal days back in his 18.
Yeah.
Oh Lord!
It's not death metal. Dude.
Oh, it's Scandinavian death metal. Don't even get.
All right, this is gonna make for good radio, because I can't really mute it, because if I do, it's gonna mute all of you guys. It's in the same channel. So
okay, there you go.
So we'll just everyone's gonna hear my talking computer here, and we'll get to it.
That's how I talk in my sleep, actually.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, you guys will like it. He plays for me a little earlier, and I was like, yeah. I mean, I know he's a good guitar player and all this stuff, but it's pretty cool.
Here we go. This song was recorded in '97.
Yeah, so we'll get a good 30, 45 seconds.
Nirvana.
Michael is 1.
Oh my goodness.
Here we go.
1 and done.
Yes.
Just wait for it. Listen, he sings too. Go, John. That's John, everybody.
He's singing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love those power chords.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, John, he's the lead guitarist, man. So.
Ooh,
Yeah, but
that's
I
pretty
haven't
awesome.
played music like that in a long time.
Dude,
but-
that was good. That was good, man.
That's
Yeah, I took music theory in high school and all through college, so I know all that fun stuff. So
Oh, great.
That's gonna be our outro music.
Boss battle.
dun dun.
Oh, that's a great
Dun,
idea.
dun.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
John, come on, that's perfect. Yeah, for sure. So
It's so
that's awesome, Rob. Again,
I was
And-
headbanging the whole time.
So was I.
Nice.
I was definitely. I must say, I have no hair, but if I did, it'd be all over the place.
Mine is all over the place right now.
No, but like I said, like that's why Rob, with your musical skills with a Z, are
I'm
our audio guy. You are also proficient in audio editing as well. You do all the editing and production for your bands as well, right?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Jeez,
I
gangster.
first got into that because I was interning with a producer
Mm-hmm.
that my dad met. He built his studio. Carlos de la Garza is his name. He produced Young the Giant recently, and he did Paramore and stuff like that. So I wasn't there for that, but I mean, he got me into Pro Tools, and ever
Nice.
since then, I've been just nonstop editing and recording, and it's fun. I find it interesting, and I always want like the better mics, and I always want more guitars, even though I already have like 20.
Right.
Yeah. Asks me to buy them and whatever. I'm like, I won't play them. It's like, don't swindle me into you playing this guitar.
So what?
Dude, that's what older brothers do, man. They talk you out of your money.
Yep.
Yeah, we're used to that. Me and Mike, I rarely do that, but I was mostly
Sure.
joking. But Tom, we're used to that from Tom, and
Right.
Tom does that.
Yeah.
So Mike, what other kinds of things do you do other than gaming? I mean, do you play an instrument too, or?
I play a little guitar and bass and some drums.
He's good.
Hey, I saw him on
Just gotta
Rock
keep
Band
going,
on
man.
drums, man. I was like, holy crap, 98%
Yeah.
on expert on Rock Band on drums.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean,
He could do it.
those are basically real, but
They're the exact same, no difference.
yeah. I could play any song ever made on those
Nice.
Rock Band drums. But I played soccer for a long time, for I don't know, like 12 years.
He
My
was
oldest
good.
brother, he was a professional in soccer, so
Oh, no kidding.
yeah, I was like, oh, I could do that. And then I realized I got the lazy gene from my dad, which he has sometimes. So I'm like, F that. I got injured. Good old turf toe ruined the joint in the ball of my foot.
Oh
And I'm
man,
like, yeah.
I have the
coached
same
a little
thing.
bit. Yeah, it's terrible.
that's
So
actually
Mike,
Everyone's
That's
like, haha, turf toe is so funny. What a dumb name. It's like, I wouldn't have named it that.
That's how Bob Marley died. He broke his toe playing soccer.
It got gangrene in it, and then yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
And
Soccer
he-
kills, man.
Yeah, well, he wanted holistic medicine. He just let it ride out, and then he if they would have cut his toe off, he would have been fine. But the Rastafarian ideals had the body needs to stay whole. Yeah, the
Leave
body
my
has to
leg,
stay
man.
whole. So amputation is not part of the Rastafarian idea set. So yeah, no, that's why he died, man. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Mike, how long did you play?
I played
years?
like 12 years, I'd say. Too many years.
So aside from the athletic prowess, that was awesome. You do a lot of like production type stuff, and you do you're really I guess for lack of a better words, kind of punny here. You're plugged. you're plugged in to like the YouTube scene. You know a lot about Twitch.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
gaming, computer stuff. You do a lot of design work for that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. You're going to be running our stream channel here soon. All these cool stuff.
yeah.
What get into that? What else? Other things that you do?
I guess you could say I'm proficient at Twitch. Even it's just watching. I mean, I watch a lot of Twitch.
He can
have a
watch
few
Twitch
people.
like nobody's business.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can
Watch
watch
out,
Twitch.
people. No pun intended.
Yeah, I watch a lot of Twitch. I have a few favorite YouTubers I don't miss a YouTube video for. built my own computer, built my friend's computer.
Nice.
Yeah, just like, hey, I need an upgrade, even though I don't need it. It's $700 for a graphics card. Why not?
Yeah. See, I'm the same way with musical instruments. So
yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna be building my new computer soon, and Mike is on the case.
Yeah, I'll be building that.
He's the guy.
I'll be making them computers and doing that live stream stuff.
See, I feel like the odd man out because I got an Apple. I got an iPad.
Yeah, he's a Mac.
But you have to for audio
eyeballing
editing.
man.
You have to.
It's true.
Rob,
It's
user
friendly. No one's Damn you, John.
Everyone's got an iPhone, so I guess no, it's perfect. So a little Apple doesn't hurt, I'd say.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. I mean, we got an iMac for Christmas, and we played WoW and Warcraft 3 and Diablo for a long time.
It worked. It did its
Until,
job.
Yeah, and then the logic board burned out from playing 8 hours a day.
Games, yeah.
Yeah, and then we're just like, well, now what?
New computer.
Xbox 360 and stuff like that. So, I mean, Mac has been there for a while, but then I'm like, PC can play any game ever. I'm PC master race, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, I have a lot of Apple products. I have iPads and iPhones and everything under the rainbow. But as far as my computer, I'm a PC dork. I mean, we used to build PCs back in the day when I was like in 6th grade. We used to build PCs with my friends and stuff like that. And just, for gaming, you have to do it, especially now with the new Windows 10, like the integration stuff coming out. And, my next step is definitely a 980 coming up here very soon. So, buddy.
I would say my son's more of a PC gamer than a console gamer too.
Yeah, like it's hard going from FPS like Counter-Strike and then playing Halo. It's it's hard. The response time, it's difficult. That's
Halo,
probably.
But didn't Halo 5 they sacrificed their graphics for like a higher FPS, right?
Yeah, 60 frames per second.
60 smooth. Yeah.
It's nice. I'm not gonna lie, it's really fun.
Yeah, it's nice, but I mean, they said they're gonna make keyboard and mouse like compatible with the 360 or the Xbox One. So I mean, once that comes out, I'll destroy everyone. That's my comeback.
No. I'm gonna just not even try. I'm gonna get destroyed.
Yeah, no thanks. No thanks on the Halo. I had my fun with Halo 1 and Halo 2 back in the day, and I was decent.
Back in the old days.
Back in the day, but I was pretty good at those. But then that's when my Halo prowess fell off.
Yeah, Halo's pretty competitive and a touchy community, I guess.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, very nerdy.
No, wait, shh, Mike, you can't be saying that.
What, nerds? Aren't we all nerds here? Don't we all know
We're all nerds. Okay. It's all right.
Fair enough. I'm a super nerd. I instead of using a Mac, well, I guess I technically use a PC, but I run Linux on my computer, so.
You're a step above.
Yeah.
Well, he's a step above because he also develops for like OSs himself.
That's very true.
Yeah. So, what else you got for him, John?
So now, being hardcore gamers, what would you want to see in the future, or what excites you the most that you see coming down the road?
For games. Okay, let's see.
Mike, you go.
It doesn't even have to necessarily be games. It could be like hardware, just anything around gaming. Just
probably like virtual reality, I'd say, or augmented reality. I mean, like you can be in the game and just pretend. I mean, you can't probably couldn't get any better than basically being in the game, but virtual reality would, like, I don't know, take you. Imagine being Master Chief with the helmet on and have your assault rifle and shooting at people and things exploding right next to you, and I don't know, it'd just be pretty insane. I mean, yeah, that's probably my answer for that one.
Which would also lead to what Rob was talking about, like, man, no one's going to leave their house ever again.
Exactly.
There's going to be dedicated virtual reality rooms, padded rooms. See, speaking of Star Trek, there's going to be like the holodeck is going to be in there. You just put on your VR and run around the room, like, guy behind,
forget the rooms where people put have like movie theaters in their house or whatever.
They're going to have an empty padded room.
Exactly. Yeah. For real.
Yep.
Yeah.
With some VR headsets hanging on the wall. Yeah.
And I had this idea for virtual reality, like kind of like a treadmill, but it's like a circle.
Oh
and
yeah, they do that. Yeah.
Yeah, the like resistance, like so you any way you'd run it, you could actually run, and I guess you could work out playing video games.
Yeah.
So
Well, they're doing that now already for the military. Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Yeah,
they do a lot of that stuff. It's the little 3D treadmill stuff. So you can actually they harness you in so you don't fall, so you can just run around and there's no linear track like experiences, which a lot of the initial VR will be. So, yeah, that's cool. Rob, what about you? What are you excited for?
For me, I mean, I'm not a big fan. I mean, virtual reality and augmented reality are very interesting to me, but as far as gaming goes, like I don't want to be like, not so much like put inside, but like have the game like made around the player instead of like you just step inside the game, like character customization. That's like a huge thing. Everyone loves to customize. I mean, I do too. I spend hours trying to make it look like myself and stuff like that. So I'm kind of looking forward to, like, I hope like Xbox Connect or PlayStation Camera, like they recognize your face and boom, there's your face in the game. And like maybe the audio is better, like just, whatever they can put
your
in.
Voice in the game. That'd be sick.
Yeah, put your voice in, like, and then you can record a few words, and then there you go. There's your lines, and then you're in the game instead of like putting on this helmet and like basically goodbye brain, kind of thing. It's just more of like just improving the game even more,
It's an
just
immersive
like the actual
experience,
game.
but in a different way.
Yeah, like instead of like just putting it right on your head,
Forcing
it's just
you
like,
to do it. You can use a little bit more imagination with it as well.
Yeah, exactly. Huh. It's just like you use more imagination instead of like the imagination like created for you, you know? And so, I mean, augmented reality, you can have it whatever you want, but no matter what, you're just going to be there, and that created world is still going to be that created world instead of you creating it, And so, I'm kind of just looking forward to like what the screens are going to look like, just graphics. I mean, it's going to look so good, like right now, some games are running off of like 5-year-old technology, and it just came out, just imagine what's going to happen. They're going to look like movies. They're going to look like crazy. And then
I'm the opposite on that though. Like, I don't want video games to look like I'm playing a person. I still want them to look like games.
Yeah. There's a limit. I wouldn't want to like play a person.
Right?
It's kind of like, creepy.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't want to have like a dude just sitting there like a car explosion blowing up, like literally that's happening. Like, I still want the video games to be video games.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't think that'll change. I mean, it's almost impossible to make it look like a human being. Otherwise, you're just putting.
Hey, wait 20 years, 30 years. I think. Imagine the first graphics that happened. Imagine Centipede and Pong. You heard about those? And look at Destiny, and 30 years
nuts.
later.
I mean, they're already putting people's faces, actors' faces.
Oh yeah, like L.A. Noire, it was like that. Yeah.
Oh god, yeah, and it looks so cool. But I mean, there's a limit to it. But at the same time, it's just like, I mean, I'm just like, hey, show me the next best thing,
Cool.
Like what's next. But instead of like virtual reality, like it's interesting. But
you'll play with it and mess with it. Comes out, it'll probably be cool, and you might actually like it when it comes out, but you're not like gung ho for it.
Yeah, I feel like it's got a zombie vibe to it, like you put on a helmet and there you go, see you later, Total Recall kind of shit.
The eternal musician right there.
Yeah.
Dude, that's just not. That's just chill, man. Just chill,
man,
bro.
You know what? Just sit down.
Just give me the weed.
Yeah,
the grass weeds.
That's funny. That's funny. Well, that's cool. That's cool, guys. John, anything else for him?
No, I think that's about it.
Sweet. Well, hey, now people know about your gaming skills, know why you guys are hanging out with us, what you guys do. But do you guys know what time it is?
What time is it?
Well, besides it being game time like it always, but it's the boss battle is coming up. Oh no! So yeah, every episode, as you know, we do a boss battle, and you listeners, if you want to put in some boss battle questions, go ahead and email us or contact us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, with the hashtag boss battle or in the email subject line boss battle, and you can email us at jtexgamecast@raptorcow.com, and our social media handles are JTEX Gamecast across the board. But so let's go over the rules, guys. You guys know them, but we're gonna go over them so everyone understands.
Of course.
First of all, your boss this week is none other than Liquid Snake. Oh, yeah.
No, I hate Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
No.
Yeah.
Eli. Third.
Yeah, that Liquid Snake, the evil twin of Solid Snake, the genetic garbage, failed clone of Big Boss, leader of advanced terrorist organization. At one point, he was just a body part. At another point, he was a body part that takes over someone else's brain. Yeah, that guy. So,
Oh, God.
that's who you guys are fighting today. And
Great.
how it works is broken up into levels. So 4 questions or levels is your first half, and these are the introductory levels, and they're 4 normal levels, and then you have 1 question or 1 level, which is the boss encounter at the end. We're going to go a little different this week. We're going to give you a little bit more time because we're going to ask questions to each one of you, split it up. But you can warp to the next level if you don't know a question, and time permitting, you can go back. You get 1 power-up for the first 4 questions, and if you get 4 out of 4, you get a power-up for the boss encounter. Oh, man. So you get extra power-up. So that's a good incentive. And, yeah, anything else? And if you get 5 out of 5, you get in our Hall of Champions. And, yeah, Mike, you'll get a good prize.
I'm better.
Any questions on how it goes? John, do you have any questions?
I don't.
Alrighty. So without further ado, your boss battle for the Fro Yo Bros starts right now. 60 seconds on the clock.
Dun, dun.
Oh, Lord.
Level 1. This question is for Rob only.
Oh, no.
All right, level 1. Timer starts, and I'm done reading this question.
Okay.
What highly addictive puzzle game designed by a Russian programmer features Russian buildings and music? A. Tetris, B. Dr. Mario, C. Intelligent Cube, or D. Candy Crush?
Pretty sure it's Tetris.
A. Tetris.
Yes.
Final answer?
Yes, I hope so.
All right. Level 2. This is for Rob and Mike. You may talk to each other.
Okay.
Which of these games is an actual Mario game? A. Mario's Adventure, B. Super Mario Sunshine 2, C. Mario Party 64, or D. Mario Hoops 3-on-3?
Oh God.
C, it's got to be C, Mike.
What was?
Never
what was
heard of
C
the
again?
rest of them.
I guess I'll go with C.
Is it final answer?
Yeah.
C. Alrighty. Level 3. Mike only. What was the first home gaming console? Be careful. A. Atari 2600, B. The Magnavox Odyssey, C. The ColecoVision, or D. The Nintendo Famicom?
Oh, I guess I'll go with. I guess it's A.
You guys do have power-ups.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'll go power up on this one.
All right, so it's either A, the Atari 2600, or B, the Magnavox Odyssey.
I'll go with I'll go with A, the Atari.
Alrighty. And level 4, this is for Rob and Mike. You guys have 20 seconds on the clock. Roll through these. Name the 5 Elder Scrolls single-player games in order.
Elder Scrolls.
Oh,
okay.
God. Lord.
Can we go backwards?
Sure.
Okay. Well, so Skyrim, and then
Yeah,
Oblivion, Morrowind, and then what are the first 2?
Oh, no.
10 seconds.
God, it was
I hear typing.
I'm failing.
And time. All right, that's it. So, all right, let's go back. Little cheaters over here, but
Michael's the
Mike's
cheater. I can hear.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like,
What?
we can hear the typing in the background. All righty, let's go over these questions. All right. All right, so we're going to start with level 1. That was Rob, right? So the question for level 1 was, what highly addictive puzzle game designed by a Russian programmer features Russian buildings and musics? The answers available were A, Tetris, B, Dr. Mario, C, Intelligent Cube, which is an awesome game, and D, Candy Crush. Your answer was A, correct? The answer is indeed A, so now you can celebrate.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Hey.
There you go. 1 for 1. Nice job. John, do you think they're going to make it through this unscathed?
no.
I don't think so.
Shit, you guys
Level
already know.
two.
He
this.
already knows.
Level 2. Rob and Mike had a chance to answer this question. So, which of these games is an actual Mario game? So, I took some random titles and I mishmashed them, and because Mario has a million games. So, we have
That's
A,
true. I
Mario's
might have
Adventure, B, Super Mario Sunshine 2, C, Mario Party 64, or D, Mario Hoops 3-on-3. Your guys' answer was C. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The answer is D. Mario Hoops
I knew
3-on-3. It was on the Nintendo DS in 2006. Wow. Of all the things, there is a Mario Sunshine. There's no Mario Sunshine 2.
And I
There
know
is a
there's
Mario
so many
64,
Mario parties,
but there's
so
no
I just
Mario Party
threw that in there.
64. And there is Yoshi's Adventure, but there's no Mario's Adventure. Yeah, bummer.
Hoops 3-on-3. Are you kidding me?
Yep,
That is
that's an actual game.
Them
Came
and
out
their
in
weird sports games.
2006
Oh my
on the Nintendo DS. So no extra power
Yeah,
up for the boss
I
battle.
wasn't a DS guy.
All right, it's all right. So you get no power up for the boss battle. Well, let's see how you did for the rest. So level 3 was the mic. What was the first home gaming console? You used a power up for this, but the question the answers were Atari 2600, B, the Magnavox Odyssey, C, the ColecoVision, and D, the Nintendo Famicom. Your power-up narrowed it down to Atari 2600 and the Magnavox Odyssey, right?
Yes.
I told you to be careful, did I not?
Yeah.
The answer
I
is...
thought that was reverse psychology.
No, the answer is B. The
Damn it.
Magnavox Odyssey came out in 1972, well before the Atari 2600. And, Johnny Boy, have you messed with an Odyssey?
I had the Odyssey 2.
Oh, you see
I
that
didn't
one
have
came out.
Odyssey.
What is that? 76? I think 78.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Are you guys talking about an iPod or is this?
Yeah, what is is that some sort of computer?
No, it's we're talking about the flux capacitor, obviously. So yeah, that's oh man, bummer. So you guys are 1 for 2, not good. So level 4, this was a dual whammy question. You both had the attempt to answer it, and Mike was caught cheating, so you automatically forfeit. But
I don't own a computer.
the question was, name the 5 Elder Scrolls single-player games in order. And I will name them in order, starting with the first, which was Elder Scrolls, period. Arena. Elder Scrolls 2, Daggerfall. Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind. Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion. Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim. You got the last 3, but you didn't get all
Daggerfall.
fail.
That was what it was.
Bummer. So you guys are hurting. You have no continues, no lives left.
We got
1 for
nothing.
4.
We're losers.
Rough. Ouch.
We get a skip.
Ugh. So man, so you guys are like basically hobbling into this boss battle like hurting, but it's okay. We're gonna try to take down Liquid. Are you ready for your actual boss encounter with Liquid
Yes.
Snake?
Okay.
All right.
I could pretend to be Solidus or Solid Snake.
Yeah, there you go. So this, you get 30 seconds on the clock. Your level 5 starts with your actual boss counter with Liquid starts when I finish reading the question. Cloning humans is illegal, but that did not stop the Les Enfants Terribles program from creating clones of Big Boss named Solid and Liquid Snake in the Metal Gear universe. Your question. If you were to clone one human via somatic cell nuclear transfer, the process of how Dolly the Sheep was created, how many organisms, including the clone, would be involved in this process? 30 seconds on the clock.
Holy shit. Is it possible to
It's
repeat
not
the
multiple
question?
choice.
Nope, not multiple choice. How many organisms are involved in the somatic cell nuclear transfer process of cloning?
I'm gonna go with 2 or 4.
Yeah,
You guys can
I
discuss
agree.
it. Will you take it? You have 10 seconds.
2.
Is that your final answer? And time. Alrighty.
Okay, 2, yeah, 2.
Alrighty. So, you're fighting Liquid Snake. All right. Right now, he's an actual full human. You're on top of Metal Gear, punching him to death, shirts off, like in the Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, he's got his blonde hair flowing.
Somatic cell nuclear transfer is a process of how Dolly the Sheep was created, and that's how most mammals are cloned. All right. So the answer is, you said 2. The actual answer is no, it's not 2. It is 3 organisms are required. So the organisms
said
to
3.
clone, the organisms to clone are as follows. Organism 1, the donor, where the somatic or normal tissue cells with the desired DNA are cultured and acquired. So this is the organism that is actually cloned. The second organism is the surrogate, the female whose eggs are harvested and emptied out so the new DNA can be placed inside and the embryo can be placed back inside the uterus. And number 3, the third organism, is the clone itself that pops out, which is a clone of the first organism, the donor.
I didn't even take that into consideration.
So you failed to beat Liquid Snake.
She cheated.
Man. Well, hey
He's
guys.
got the Metal Gear, man.
You know what? Thanks for playing. You guys get the prize pack of nothing. Congratulations.
You get nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
We got plenty of that.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what? You guys tried. You guys really tried. So good job. We're gonna take a quick break. You guys can, go have a strategy for next time. But I guess the next times you guys are always behind the question, so you guys can laugh at people when they fail.
I'll type.
Yeah, exactly. And no more cheating, Mike.
Keyboard, that's what.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be back with some emails and then get on out of here. And we're back. Oh, how you feeling, guys? You guys recover? You guys alive after getting just beat down by Liquid? Man, that was
I'm
rough.
ashamed.
Yeah, you should be. That was rough, but it's okay. Yeah, let's get into our quick topic of the week, guys. You guys have something you guys want to talk about briefly? That the topic of the week.
Topic of the week. We should talk about Menchie's.
Really?
No.
we shouldn't.
No,
Podcast not
no.
sponsored by this organization. Well, we can always talk about, like I said, I always have, a couple here, and I think we should talk about. You guys might be able to weigh in, and John probably is a good way to start.
Yeah, John, shoot one.
What do you think about video games themselves as a positive or negative influence on kids? John, I'll let you take that one away because you have a good outlook on that, I think.
Yeah, I have actually something somewhat within the past few months. This was an interesting thing that happened with my son, because we normally don't let him play like too much kind of during the week, but we'll let him just go crazy on the weekend. Like, we call it screen time. So, but for a little while, we've been kind of letting him kind of do a little more here and there on his computer or whatever. And before we knew it, he's like on the computer a lot. And so he was giving us some problems, and I was like, all right, dude, you just lost your computer for a week. And he's like, what? I was like, yeah. And I shut it down and I unplugged everything and I took it. And it was interesting to see my wife and I were talking about it. We actually think his attitude changed positively when we didn't let him kind of be in control of using it as much as he wanted to.
What do you mean positively? That's
what I'm confused at.
Like he had a better attitude with his siblings, and he had a better attitude with his mom and I.
But is that kind of a tainted study as far as he just wants his gaming system back, or is it just his normal interactions on a day-to-day basis you're talking about? His
normal interactions seem to improve. And you can't. This is broad strokes, obviously, because it just happened one time. But it was just interesting to see that kind of happen. We didn't expect that to happen. We didn't, and I wasn't. My wife and I aren't the people that are like, video games are evil. They're rot your brain. Like, we're not those people. Mm-hmm. But like I said, we just kind of took it away from him because he was kind of giving us an attitude and stuff. And it's like, oh, all right, we'll nip this in the bud and kind of hit him where it hurts,
Smart.
and like I said,
happened a time or two, I'll tell you that.
Like I said, it wasn't something we expected to happen, but we were talking about, like, he seems like, I don't want to say happier, but he just his overall kind of attitude, like talking to us, like, not snarky or not being as snappy, and he seemed to be a little more patient with his siblings. And again, this is it's not like we did some kind of study, but it was interesting to see that happen. So, whether or not that happens to everyone or whatever, but, and again, we're not those people that are like, video games are evil, don't play them, they rot your brain. But it was just interesting to see him kind of turn around like that.
Do you think that he's trying to put on his good behavior to get that computer
back?
What
I was saying. Yeah.
Well, I mean, but could you put on the act for a week?
That's true.
Yes. If you're a kid,
Depends
for sure.
If you're a good gamer.
which sibling you are.
And then did you put a time limit? Did you say 1 week, or did you say until he changes his attitude?
I said until he changed.
There it is, right there. See, if you give the time limit of a week, his attitude probably wouldn't change. But if you gave him until he changed his attitude, so he wanted that back, so kids will do what needs to happen.
Yeah,
so,
but he changed it around. I mean, I'm not gonna say. Yeah, I'm not gonna say within a day it was like noticeable. It was like, oh wow, he's a totally different kid. But over the week span, it seemed to get a little better, incrementally,
Well,
so,
I mean, for sure, the crack addict wants their smack back. I remember when I got mine taken away, like I was freaking angel, like when I wanted that thing back. But no, like I guess this is good. We can pivot the top because I kind of meant a different route on this. Kind of like, is it a positive for a mental standpoint, but this is good for like a behavioral standpoint because we'll hit this later as the other standpoint. But yeah, I think video games, like the whole social behavior stuff, is important too because the interactions of people today are so ridiculous. You're always behind the screen, behind a phone, behind something, and the interactions of kids are through video games now, and it's just through like chat rooms and all this kind of stuff, and like video game chat, and then you have people like trolling you and then talking smack, or a 12-year-old getting cussing you out, calling you every name in the book while blasting you in Call of Duty. It's just like crazy interaction, but it really does, but it really does affect your behavior on if you do it consistently. So if you're interacting like this consistently, like it is what you do, and like because you are the sum of the 5 people you hang out with the most. And let's say you play video games all the time and you don't really have friends, you play video games, so you hang out with people online. If they're doing this type of behavior, you're acting that way. So it's definitely an influence, I think. Because
what brought because when you're sort of like just typing on a keyboard, you lose I'm not sure the word I'm looking for here, but you can't tell if someone's joking or not by the tone of their voice.
No, you can't.
So it's like you lose
social cue.
Exactly. So you lose all of that when you're just chatting online and stuff. So what started bringing it on is like, like I said, he'd be kind of snappy or snarky or whatever with his younger brother and sisters, and we'd be like, dude, you can't talk to people like that. Like it's not how we talk to people. But
right.
STFU.
So when you're online all the time, you just lose. You lose that. When you're interacting just online,
Right.
So that's why we had to take it away from him. Just be like, you need to interact with, physical people.
Human.
Is he an online gamer a lot, or is he a single player gamer?
He's online, quite like he hops in all kinds of like Minecraft servers.
Okay. So he does have that interaction. So that might, you're right. I think it's different, like video games themselves. If you're playing single player games, like I don't really think that really messes with your social interaction with people.
Yeah.
That make it isolate you. Maybe you can kind of skew your view on the world, I guess, if you want to get deep into it. But I mean, most people, if you're smart, you're not obsessed with the video games, it doesn't rot your brain. But socially, when you're interacting with other humans that aren't computers, through like online gaming, that really definitely changes your behavior. It affects you in different ways. Yeah.
There's no human aspect to talking to someone through text, and that's just how it is.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So like I said, maybe like you said, Ted, it wasn't necessarily the path you want to go down, but
that's cool. No, that's definitely cool. I don't know if you guys have had experience, because I know Mike himself is a troll. So.
Yes, I have.
Well, Mike is, how there's always that guy, on the team, there's like in sports, there's the vocal leader, and there's the guy who leads by example, who is quiet, right? And doesn't. Mike is that troll. He's the quiet troll. He will just shoot you in the face like 5 times over and over and over, camp over your body, and just shoot you 5 times. He won't say anything. And I watched him play Battlefront, and he's mean. And I'm really happy that he's getting his butt kicked in Halo. You deserve it, Mike. Mike, you suck.
What goes around comes around.
I guess I can be vocal sometimes. Call of Duty with some making me angry.
Right.
Yeah,
for
like,
sure.
Voice chat is probably the.
I mute it instantly. I turn it off. As soon as I play, I don't even listen. I don't need to hear you talk.
Modern Warfare 2. Oh man, that was the game of trolling. The game of trolling.
Dude, they all are. Like in Black Ops 2. Are you kidding me? Like all Call of Duty is.
Sometimes I just go on just to shit talk because it'd be really funny, like how mad people will get, or
right.
Just I don't know, just some 12-year-old that'll try and
your
call
mom.
you dumb names.
Yeah, so
not know what they're talking about.
yeah, but the thing is, like the thing is, those 12-year-olds end up becoming the people like John's son who need to have someone be like, no, you can't act like this in the real world.
Yeah,
because they're doing it from behind a computer screen. Because it's like, I'm a ex-football player. I'm not a small guy, as you know. So if some person, a typical gamer, talks crap for me behind a screen, and that they can do that, but if you talk crap to me in real life, you'll be like, oh, I guarantee that wouldn't happen. You know?
Yeah, those guys are neckbeards,
right?
As they call them.
Yeah, not even that. They're little skinny dorky kids, or there's something. You know, like I'm a gamer. I'm a nerd through and through. I mean, I'm a science geek. That's okay, but it's just people. It's the same thing with people in cars. People feel really empowered behind a wheel of car, like behind the wheel.
They're like hiding.
Really,
Everyone like
I have a Mercedes. I'll cut you off.
No, yeah, they can do that. But same thing with games and chat. It's like they feel like, oh, I can do this, and so but it's just really funny how when you get in the real world, they don't know how to interact, so they think it's okay.
It's
right, and I'm worried about that nowadays. And it's not like I'm like, oh, these dang kids, but it's just like, it's just humans in general. It extends past games to people texting now. It's like, I call people. Like, I hate when we have like 15 text strings, like just to find like what time we're going to meet up. No, call me for 2 seconds. Don't send me 19 texts. It drives me nuts. And it's just the interaction is being lost. And yeah, when I talk to businesses through my company and I do business training, I'm telling you, hey, consumers don't know how to interact with you, and you don't know how to interact with them. So that community, that interaction of human connectivity is gone. And so it's just like, doing that nowadays, it's kind of funny. You walk down the street in different parts of the world where there's less technology. Like at home in the Virgin Islands where my family's at, it's like you say, hey, good afternoon to everybody. If you said hello to someone here in LA, they look at you like you're crazy. Like, why are you talking to me? I'm
weird.
Weird. And even though you're being totally nice, and it's just very strange. Like,
where's your flower T-shirt?
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah, hippie.
Yeah, so it's really strange, and yeah, I think that's a good way a good kind of angle to hit that, John.
Yeah, I think socially, video games kind of go negatively. I'm gonna have to go lean on that one. But as far as like violence and stuff, like,
well, that's what we're gonna talk about next time. Yeah.
That's a huge. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, then I won't go into it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that one next time. Yeah, no,
but,
me too. Yeah.
Socially, I think
I agree.
It's kind of negative unless you're playing with your friends and it's like
that's
solely
fun,
just
but
fun.
Yeah, that's fun.
Then, but like if you're playing alone and then you're playing with competitively, it's always going to be competitive no matter what, vocally or whatever. And then people are just going to get on your case, and you can either just be like, okay, whatever, kid, or it's sometimes fun to just mess with them, and so that just causes negative impacts no matter what. But
right,
that's how it is. That's the online gaming
for sure. Well, hey, good job, John. That was a good angle. I knew you had something cool with that. So, we're getting along on the two. So let's hit a couple emails and then get out of this place. What do you guys say?
Yeah, let's punch some emails.
We got a good. What, are you bored, Mike? What? You got a problem? What?
Sleeping's not easy.
Pimping ain't easy. What? All righty. So, hey, all you listeners out there, you can get a hold of us by emailing us at jtexgamecast@raptorcow.com. Send a million emails so you make Mike's job very hard and makes his life difficult. Please do that.
Blow up my phone at work and I get fired because of you.
Yes, exactly. Please do that because I think it'd be really funny. You can also send us questions in our Facebook group, the John and Ted's Excellent Gamecast group. It's on Facebook. Join that. You can hit us up with questions on Twitter, whatever you want. Just get a hold of us. But the first email comes in from Jaleel in Detroit. Jaleel says, John and Ted, and I guess Mike and Rob, a couple weeks ago you talked about the hustle in the gaming industry, and I think that's cool from an individual or ground level standpoint, sticking it to the man. But what about the big game publishing companies when they engage in the so-called hustle? Do you think that all games will become free-to-play monstrosities littered with rotten microtransaction filth? Wow. I'm all for continuing content and updates for games I want to play more of, but what about all of this holding back of content BS and releasing it later for even more money that's saturating the video game industry today? Thanks, guys.
I guess Destiny would be a really good example for that.
Of that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Destiny probably, I'd say, worth $20 on the initial release.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And now to get the whole thing, if you bought vanilla Destiny, you paid $120 for the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just whoa, man. Yeah, it's like they take it too far. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I mean, back then, there's a thing to it. Like Fallout, like they give you all sorts of stuff, and then the content that they give you is worth money.
$60, yeah.
You know, yeah, it's like it's worth that money, and they give you the DLC, and then you're waiting for it. But then they work hard on it, you know, instead of just like something that they can add on, like, oh, here's a gun pack for $3, you know, kind of stuff, or even like some DLCs are just not. They're just not worth the money, you know. And I feel like sometimes, if not all the time, then they're just trying to ream everybody instead of just giving everybody the game that they should have given them.
Yeah, what about all this microtransaction crap?
Oh my god.
Well,
microtransactions.
The free-to-play model is so gross. But I'm okay with, like I said, how Jaleel said here, I'm the same boat. Like, I'm okay with, like, if I want more content in the game, sure, I'll buy more content. Like I'll buy an expansion pack, like StarCraft Legacy of the Void. That's an expansion pack. I'm going to buy that because that is sick and awesome. You know, like I want that added to StarCraft 2 experience. I want that. I guess that's a bad example because that's almost like a standalone. But even like we'll go back with like Oblivion and like Skyrim, and they have like like the Knights of the Nine add editions or expansion packs, or or map packs. There's just things that I want, sure, but it's just little things to get me better in a game. Like you can skip this. I just think it's just crap, man.
I feel like it's really dumb making a game like it's necessary to have DLC to play it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going too far.
Yeah, there's like a fine line, you know. There's like, if you know, how are we supposed to know games? Blockbuster's gone, you know. We can't rent them, we can't try them out, and so when we get the game, it's either like a hit or miss, and that kind of determines like, does it need that DLC? You know, what is it going to be?
And the DLC might even be crappy too.
Yeah, that's what we, you know. How are we supposed to know? You know, but if it's like a few missions or something, and you know. A lot of games are giving it out for free. You know, they're just like, here's some DLC, and I really like that. That's really cool. You know, it's just like free little things and stuff like that. But as far as like expansions, like, yeah, I mean, it's hit or miss, really. You know,
I'm more okay with DLC than microtransactions. I think microtransactions just piss me off. That's a whole different ballgame with some weird in-game currency that, you can do the game like this if you grind for 19 hours, but if you don't feel like grinding, just pay us like $5 and you can save that time. Like,
it's screwed. It's just taking away the gaming aspect. You know, it's just like, here, you can cheat legally. Here's some money. You know, like you can pay to cheat. I mean, I'm a sucker, you know, like there's some stuff. It's like, your character could
that's
have
a cool
like
hat.
This sweet gun, you know, or like.
But that doesn't affect your gameplay. And I think, John, how many times have we talked about that on this podcast about that? Yeah. You know, like if it doesn't affect gameplay, we're cool. We could beat a dead horse forever, but I don't know. I think Jaleel, you're right on the money with that. Like,
he is.
Yeah, but it's just. But what about the future? I just think the future is going to get even more dark with this stuff. It's going to be in every game soon.
It's gonna get worse.
Yeah,
they're like, I can make $1 million off selling little swords or something you need to have.
Yeah, it's like the whole death by 1,000 paper cuts thing. Like they're good, like you said, Mike. They're gonna make way more money selling you these $3 here, $2 there, $5 here. They're like, here, just take the game. We'll give you the game,
right?
And you start playing it, and you know, because that's the thing about these, the paid transactions or the microtransactions where they'll just heave a ton of games over the wall, and all it takes is that one game to hit the home run.
Yeah,
where everyone's buying the stuff in the game.
Yeah, and then they have those whales, those whale consumers.
That one game's gonna pay for the other 20 that flopped.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's like a mess.
Like Clash of Clans or something like that.
Boom Beach and all those things.
Yeah, buy gems so you can upgrade your towers faster, and so you don't waste your time.
I think what kind of it didn't wreck the gaming industry, but the whole kind of casual gaming with the mobile phones and tablets. Yeah. You know, it's like, I can download all these games for free. Yeah. You know, or for $1 or $2 or whatever it is, and then
the game is like you have to spend like $20 to make it fun.
Exactly. But by then, though, the people are hooked. You know, and so that's why again they'll make games real quick, heave them over the wall, give it to you for $1, give it to you for free. And then see if they can get those microtransactions going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, so and especially with casual gaming like that. I mean, if you're a good programmer, you could seriously be slamming games out like every week.
Let's get on it. We're in the wrong business. All right, guys.
John, get to work.
Yeah, exactly. John, let's go. All right, this email comes in from Jose. He says, let's go down the nostalgia road and talk about the first video games you played. Well, we kind of did that with you two. What was the first video game you beat, though?
Ever beat?
Oh, so I guess, John, what was the first game you ever played?
First game I ever played was either Pac-Man or it was Keystone Capers on the Atari 2600.
Nice. My first one was the first Super Mario Brothers and Pitfall on the Atari 2600.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I love me.
I got some Pitfall.
No game I loved on the Atari, Pitfall 2.
Oh, yeah, Pitfall. That was sick because you could like go even farther. Yeah, it was the graphics were
It was like
upgraded.
This whole adventure game. It was crazy.
Instead of just run over like 3 crocodiles, it was like it was 6 crocodiles.
They're not talking about Call of Duty, are they?
No. Yeah, so that was the first game I ever played. We talked about your guys' first games, right? You guys played. What were those again?
I'd say mine would be Outlaw.
Right, that game is awesome.
Yeah, or Warcraft 3.
Nice.
Or Warcraft 3.
Nice. Yeah. Well, okay, because again, for me, the first game I ever beat was not Super Mario because I did not beat that until maybe I was like
You said that
7.
recently, yeah.
Yeah, no, I beat Mario, but I beat Zelda recently. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. No, I think the first game I ever beat, like totally beat, was I think it was Gyromite.
Oh man.
What?
I beat Gyromite. Yeah, like.
Did you have the robot too?
No, I just had the controller. I just played like with the little sleepy guy, and so I didn't have the whole setup. I just had the game. But I think my sister and I we played that, and I actually beat Gyromite. I beat all 62 levels or whatever it was. Yeah, so that was my first game I beat. And I was like maybe 4 or 5, and I knocked that out because I played it every single day.
Yes.
What about you, John?
I'm pretty sure it was Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, I beat that like a couple of years later, like maybe like age 5 or so, 6 or 7. Yeah, but
I think the second game I beat was Zelda.
Yeah. Oh, see, that's awesome. I just
I
beat that.
I cheated though because I had you may or may not remember there was a black like book you could buy that was called like Nintendo.
Oh.
It wasn't Nintendo Power, but it was like Nintendo's Player Guide or whatever.
Oh, nice. It's almost like a Game Genie book.
Sort of, but it had the whole map of Metroid.
Oh,
it had
nice.
the whole map of Zelda. So that's the reason why I beat it, because I knew where all the hidden the hidden levels were and stuff. So
well, this time, get this. Like, I had so I beat Zelda this last time, but I tried not to do it as much. But I used a save states a couple times on an emulator, so I did it maybe like 4, and not just like to restart stuff. I did it like a couple times, a little cheating, but I did mostly save states just for like I'm just too busy to sit down and play Zelda for a long time. But actually, like I shit you not, though, believe it or not, I actually drew the map like as I played it.
Oh, man,
because I've seen the Zelda map before. You know, I know a lot about Zelda. I played it. I've seen how it works, but this time I wanted to do it like how I would do it back in like the 80s. So I actually had a piece of paper and I made a grid and I drew the map. So then I had a full map drawn. I'll actually take a picture. I'll put it on the site.
Do you remember how to get through the Lost Forest there? Do you remember the pattern you had to do?
Yeah. Is it west? Wait. Yeah. I'll have to go back in the game. Was it north?
I think it was up,
north.
West,
Yeah,
up,
north, west. It was like 3 ups. It was 3 ups and then 1 west. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but yeah, I drew it and I drew it out so I could play like that. And so I didn't cheat. This is back. So I beat Zelda in July.
Did you know you could cheat in Zelda? And because you know how when you can type in your name. If you typed in the name Zelda, you know how after you beat it, Link holds up his sword, you do it again.
You have to play the second quest.
Yeah, but if you type in Zelda as the name, Link is holding up his sword.
Wow, that's awesome. And don't you start at the second quest when you do that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, that's awesome. Yeah, my next one is I got to play the second Zelda. Not Zelda 2, but Link to the Past I got to play.
Oh, yeah. I beat that one.
Yeah, I played a little bit of that, not too much, but that's on my docket. So, actually, we're going to start a new video series, Retro Rewind, and we're going to expose these young cats to all these old awesome games, and we're going to laugh at them while they suck at it.
Holy whoop them.
Yeah. So, what was the first game you beat, Mike?
Well, I didn't really play story games very much until, I don't know, probably like 4 or 5, 6 years ago. I'd have to say probably an Elder Scrolls or Fallout 3. Probably Fallout 3 would be my first one.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good one to beat, but wow. Like what, 2006?
Yeah.
I probably beat 300 games by then.
We weren't like super into video games until like a few years ago. I'm not gonna lie.
It was just play Call of Duty and play multiplayer all day.
Yeah, it was just like a pastime kind of fun thing, but it wasn't like, hey, we got to do this. But like recently, it's like we've been really diving hard,
crush every game.
Good, no, that's awesome. I mean, that's why you're on the crew, man. You guys are good.
But I mean, for me, I can't remember the first game I beat. It was
the first thing you can remember beating. Then
I can remember beating. I remember beating Driver.
Oh yeah, that game was awesome. Yeah, that was the coolest thing ever. When because the car destroyed when you hit walls, everyone was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, like it was like the GTA, like.
But the car actually got destructed.
Third person.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that was a good game.
Hey, here's a really obscure game, and every time I mention this game, everyone's like, "I've never heard of that game." For the PlayStation 1, I never played it, but when I was hanging out with all my buddies at my house, and everyone would come over to hang out and play video games, they always played this game, and I loved listening to it play because it sounded insane. Skull Monkeys.
What?
Skull Monkeys. Hold on.
Skull Monkeys.
I did not know that.
You have to. They must have videos of it on YouTube. You got to search that game. It was insane. Skull Monkeys. You definitely got to look it up.
Yeah, I hear him typing. I'll get the ROM of that, and I'll mess with it.
It had like when it would shoot the cinematic scenes, it was all claymation.
Oh, cool.
Huh. It was crazy.
Yeah, we'll check it out for sure. We got time for like 2 more emails. We got a bunch this week, but we'll go 2 more. Then we have our ending segment.
Shorten up
we'll get out of here.
Rants.
No, it's all good. Don't even worry about it. It's fun. This is kind of a twofer here. Actually, I'll combine these two. Ross and Paul. So Ross writes, "What is your preferred method of playing video games? Are you a crazed online shooter junkie like myself who doesn't even go near the single-player campaign in each iteration of Call of Duty, Mike? Or are you perfectly content with being by yourself in your own single-player experience? So basically, do you play alone, with friends, against friends, with the world, or against the world?" And that's what Ross says. And then Paul says, "Are you competitive when you play video games?" So quick, once around the table.
I'm content alone playing, but when we would play like Game Day 98 with my friends,
right.
There's been a few games where it almost came to blows.
Oh yeah, of course.
We were very competitive.
Mike, what about you?
Okay, I'd say competitive and against the world.
Against the world, yeah. You're okay. And then Rob?
I'm both. I got the PlayStation 4 strictly, as a single player when my friends aren't online, and then Xbox for when my friends are. So I'm in both worlds.
But if you had to choose one, like for the experience of gaming.
I don't know. I like
single player. You'd choose that. Don't lie to yourself.
Yeah, it's true. I'll choose single player. I like story.
I would agree with that. I'm totally content on playing single player. I'm ridiculously competitive, as you guys know, the whole athlete gene in me. Like, I would probably say honestly, I hate losing more than I like winning. I would say that, So it's but I like
Rocket League. Oh man.
Oh my gosh. For sure. No, playing by myself is cool. Like I said, I put in 170 plus hours in Skyrim by myself. Like I played countless hours in like just single player skirmish modes and like every RTS game imaginable, just building bases and just having fun by myself and playing, every Uncharted series like 4 times through. Just doing things by myself. I think it's fun, that experience. But I also like playing online. But if I had to choose, I would choose single player for sure. So awesome. So, I think it's about that time, guys. We're running on right about 2 hours now. So, every episode we have a closeout segment to send you guys off with something cool. And this week is our awesome segment called Mike, Tell a Video Game Joke.
All right, I got a good one for you here.
All right, so without further ado, Mike's video game joke is coming on. This is if you guys have a joke that you want Mike to tell on the cast, go ahead and send it in to the email address JTEXGamecast with the hashtag or the subject line video game joke. So, Mike, you got 2 of them for us. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right, go lay it on us. You ready, John?
Oh yeah.
We're also the judges on this because if he fails, then he loses. So
okay.
All right.
Ted, you'll like the first one, Ted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what did Zelda say to Link when he couldn't open the door? Try force.
Austin Powers, Dr. Evil laugh.
It's pity, Mike. Go.
Okay. Hold on. Deep breath. Okay, guys. It was on a scale of 1 to 10. I give it like a 3.5.
No way, that was like a 7 for me.
All right, moving on. That's good.
Can I tell a non-video game joke?
You can tell if you can spin it somehow and make it like a video game joke. I'll give you plus 2 cool points.
I can't really spin it.
Okay, well, we'll tell another video game joke and then tell your non-video game joke, and then we'll get out of here.
I mean, I was hoping for you to say yes, that I could tell a non-video game joke.
Tell a non-video game joke and let's get out of here.
My it's actually 2 words. Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, no. Ouch. Oh, on that note.
Send all of your hate mail to...
Please.
JTX Gamecast.
Yeah, don't say that. What was the timestamp on that? I'm going to be a big long beep. Wow.
Rip Michael.
On that note, now that we lost all of our listenership, thank you for the 3 people left listening. We appreciate your time. That's going to do it for us for this episode of... What? Oh, wait, what?
Wait. I actually wanted to add something for other listeners. Me and Mike play a lot of games. If you guys are on Xbox.
For sure.
My gamer tag is i3013 on Xbox. And on PlayStation, it's the Rat of Khan, no spaces or lines.
All right. And for me, for everything, it's Hot for My Flavor. And my Twitch name is Hot for My Flavor if you want to go follow me.
Excellent. Yeah, and then I guess, I haven't done
Mike
that
cheats
myself.
on the games he plays, so watch out.
Yeah, for sure. He does cheat. And then again, my gamer tag is meat bed. So meat like the thing you eat, bed like the thing you sleep in, all one word.
Awesome.
So hit us up. We'll hang out, chat, play, and do a lot of stuff. And we'll give you more information about the live stream coming up. That'll be on the channel. We'll start with the 24-hour stream of Fallout, and then we'll move into doing some awesome stuff with the retro games. But I think that's it, guys. You good?
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, guys, and talking to everybody so they can get to know you. But yeah, so that's going to do it for this week's episode. Make sure you guys hit us up. Stay tuned to next week. Sorry we were late. And you guys, make sure you have a happy Halloween. Be safe. Eat lots of candy. Dress up cool. And I think we're good. Peace out.
Game over.